Hello guys, welcome to the new video, Classifying Income Data. In the previous video, we were introduced to support vector machines. In this video, we will build a support vector machine classifier to predict the income bracket of a given person based on 14 attributes. Our goal is to see where the income is higher or lower than $50,000 per year. We will be using the census income dataset available at this archive. One thing to note in this dataset is that each data point is a mixture of words and numbers. We cannot use the data in its raw format because the algorithms don't know how to deal with words. We cannot convert everything using label encoder because numerical data is valuable. Hence, we need to use a combination of label encoders and raw numerical data to build an effective classifier. Create a new Python file and import these packages. We will be using the file income_data.txt to load the data. This file contains the income details. In order to load the data from the file, we need to pre-process it so that we can prepare it for classification. We will use at most 25,000 data points for each class. Open the file and start reading the lines. This code performs that function. Each line is comma separated, so we need to split it accordingly. The last element in each line represents the label. Depending on that label, we will assign it to a class. Convert the list into a NumPy array so that we can give it as input to the sklearn function. If any attribute is a string, then we need to encode it. If it is a number, we can keep it as it is. Note that we will end up with multiple label encoders, and we need to keep track of all of them. Create the SVM classifier with a linear kernel. And train the classifier. Perform cross-validation using an 80-20 split for training and testing, and then predict the output for training data. Next, compute the F1 score for the classifier. Now that the classifier is ready, let's see how to take a random input data point and predict the output. Let's define one such data point using this highlighted code. Before we can perform prediction, we need to encode this data point using the label encoders we created earlier. We are now ready to predict the output using the classifier as shown here. If you run the code, it will take a few seconds to train the classifier. Once it's done, you will see the F1 score printed on your terminal. You will also see the output for the test data point. If you check the values in that data point, you will see that it closely corresponds to the data points in the less than 50K class. You can change the performance of the classifier using various different kernels and trying out multiple combinations of the parameters. Cool! We classified income data using SVM in this video. In the next video, we will learn about regression.